Hey, my people, as it dey hot, it don't happen. No, tomorrow na October 1st, and tomorrow night they do nationwide rally for Peter Obi. The Lagos location don't fall out, and they don't give out details on how Lagos want to do the waka tomorrow. And Charlie Boy, he join the organizers when they do this rally tomorrow, and he don't talk about details of how they want to move, where they go, and how they want to do the rally. Please share this video to business family so that we will create awareness for people who never know the location for Lagos, and for Benin the major location for Benin not for Douan, and that be King Square. That one about for Benin and not for Douan. And I don't print out 3 shirts. One are for me, and 2 I dey give out giveaway for people who want to meet for King Square tomorrow. And for people who like party, I get free tickets because show day that evening that they do. Eduardo on time. For people who like party, so I dey give out free ticket. After we do rally finish, we'll go there, we'll go enjoy ourselves. Please, obedient family, please share this video and comment your opinion. We could watch with Charlie. We're going to talk.
What's the plan for tomorrow? What have you given has been given a green light, Dr. Moses?
Yeah, of course. There's going to be movement from different places, and of course, we're going to honor the fact that we're not going to be stopping at the gate.
At the
yes, but I mean, processions can go through there. But the convergence center is going to be at the Surulere Stadium. That's where we're going to take the procession. I mean, the bulk of the people are going to be there. And we're going to do what we do best. It's about, we're marching for good governance. We're marching to say that enough of the subjugation, the pulverization, the ineptitude, the inefficiency of all the things that we've suffered, the terrorism, the banditry, all the things that have gone bad, in this country. This is what we're standing up against. And that's what we're going to see. The will of the people is in their strength. Their strength is visible in their character. And you're going to see character tomorrow, with the young people marching out, singing songs and motivating and getting inspired, going beyond just ordinary citizens to what we call power citizens, to hold account, leadership, and governance. This is what tomorrow's march is going to be about.
To add to what he just said, it's going to be like a carnivalish kind of thing, like we always say, come and be inspired, because they're going to be guest speakers and stuff like that, and you need to really understand that this battle is in their hands, like I've always maintained that the salvation of this country lies in the hands of its exceptional people. Who are those people? The youths.
Fantastic. Now, of course, it definitely sounds like you're going to be starting strong. So how are you going to sustain that momentum after tomorrow?
I mean, you saw what happened in Abuja, and it's going round. So the sustaining it is not even an issue, because we're building beyond Obi. We're building the next generation. My generation grew up under what you call the military rule. So we still get fears more. And then you have the NSAS generation. But there's a generation after the NSAS, which is important. We need to build their resolve. We need to sharpen, that ideology of discipline, of staying consistency. It's been there for over 4 decades, being consistent with a particular narrative. This is what we're doing, much more than the party, much more than the candidate. Nigeria is evolving. Regardless of who emerges right now, Nigeria is not the same anymore. And that narrative needs to be strengthened. And that's what we're carrying all over the country. So it's going to be sustained as long as we're able to build that ideology. Once you can build that ideology, sustaining it is just...
How prepared are you for any kind of, to manage any situation? Of course, there was that misinformation about the Lekki toll gate being the venue for your convergence, but that was already dismissed, that it was never on the agenda, but it will still happen in Lekki. How prepared are you, for any issues that might arise?
Well, yeah, what we are about, and I'll take it from what happened in Abuja. We cleaned after ourselves, we fed ourselves, we look beyond the parochialism of religion, ethnicity, tribe, and anything that would lead to any rancor. We went beyond all of those things, and of course we held, the ideology of brotherhood. We stood together, and that's what I think will be seen tomorrow. So I don't even think there's going to be any eventuality, because the mindset is already built. We're here to support. We're here to strengthen. We're here to work. We are the government. This is what it is about. Yeah.
Now, speaking about we are the government, maybe rather we are hopefully the government in waiting, referring to yourselves, it seems as though the Surulere Stadium may not be 100% confirmed yet. Of course, it's an asset that has to be confirmed by the state. What's the situation with this, and what are some of the things that have been put into place if later today or tomorrow we do find ourselves in a situation where the state has not released this venue?
Yeah, of course. I mean, talking with the chairman of the party, we've had meetings back and forth. Regardless of whatever happens, we're going to march. Whether we enter the stadium or we stay outside, we're going to march. There's no going back on this. This is the point. And we're not going to get violent. We're bringing superior negotiations and intelligence to the table. If we can't do that, then we're not even worthy of being called the next generational leadership, So whatever happens, whatever the government of the day decides, we're going to march. We're moving forward.
So this goes beyond the venue. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
So this is not about the venue, it's about the cause and, sensitizing
absolutely.
People. Now, I'm just wondering, what is the biggest highlight you look forward to tomorrow when you're able, let's say you're not able to, get in the stadium and all these things all these hindrances that you foresee actually manifest. What do you hope to achieve tomorrow in spite of all this? What's the biggest?
I mean, the biggest achievement tomorrow will be the narrative of understanding that the people who destroy us, who kill us as black people abroad, they don't decipher, they don't look at the differences between Nigerians and Ghanaians, they don't look at the difference between Ethiopians and Rwandans or any other. What they see is just blackness, so they kill black. We want that to resonate. But it's also important to know that those who kill us at home, they divide us along the lines of our tribes, along the lines of our religion. They have no value for our our shared brotherhood. These are the messages we're passing tomorrow. We're saying that those who see the numbers, who make calculations, mathematical calculations, who are the politicians that use us as tools for brigandage, for destruction, we're raising the value of consciousness for people to understand the difference between policy, politics, governance and leadership, because these are the values we are raising. So it's a serious business for us tomorrow. We'll get on those trucks, we'll sing those songs, we dance together, but we're sending a strong message out that it's beyond all of these things, because the reality that sits right now with the new Nigerians that we have is beyond any of the things that our parents have faced.
And on that note, I'm glad you mentioned policy, politics and so forth. Charlie Boy, I'll just turn to you at this moment. Let's talk a little bit about political soft power, because when we think about the use of the stadium, for example, some of these negotiations are, an outcome of political soft power that your movement has been accused of not having. People have accused the movement of being, just young people.
What's
before
my
it was
movement?
The movement that will be marching tomorrow. That's the Labour Party movement, the Obidati 4 Million Man March. Is that not your movement?
No.
Okay, what do you stand for, and why are you taking part and being vocal in this?
I just want young people to finally realize that everything is in their power and in their hands. They've been sort of brainwashed over the year that they don't have the voice, they don't have the power, they don't have the wherewithal to make this change. And nobody's going to make that change for them. So my own is to just make sure that I keep inspiring them, to make sure that because if they are not at the table where their future is being discussed, then there's no future for them in this equation. And if they have to change that status quo, they have to take it back. It's not something that, oh yeah, we're tired. Okay, you young people can come take it over. The future belongs to the youth. The future belongs to the youth. For how long will they keep telling us this? So my job presently is to escort my children to the stadium or to the street or wherever, and to get people who know about the real situation on ground, to talk to young people, to inspire them, to ginger them, to encourage them that they're on the right path. Okay, so finally in my lifetime, I dare say, their mumu don't do, and enough is enough.
Very well said.
So that's my role as the area father. Okay, because there's nothing that delights a father when he has children who can represent, who can hold fort, you know. So I'm just here for the ginger.
Nicely said.
Go ahead.
All right, Dr. Moses, Charlie Boy, this has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for having us. We do wish you all the best with your
Thank
march.
you.